What's going on, everyone? In today's video, we're going to be looking at how we can use what we know about inputs and outputs in algebra, as well as the skills and tools we picked up on with using our graphing calculator in order to solve a problem as easily as possible. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we're given a little context here at some kind of sports day. Someone has to throw a shot put, all right? And that's going to be a parabolic curve. We're lucky enough to be given the model of that. It's going to be a quadratic equation because the highest power is 2. And so we have the time, t, as our input. That has elapsed since the shot put has left Pester's hand. And f of t is going to be the height above the ground. Now, our first task is to find the height of the shot put after 5 seconds. So we are tasked with finding the height, which is f of t, which is the output, given that our input time is 5 seconds. So all we have to do is simply put in 5 for t, 5 seconds. And once we solve for that, go ahead and make sure we put it in properly. Okay. And once you have that properly written out, and once you go ahead and put that into your calculator correctly, what you should find is that f of 5 is equal to 3.9375 meters. Okay, so that is going to be the height after 5 seconds. Now, what happens if we switch this? So what I mean is that we want to find the time, we want to find the input when we know what the output is. So what are the times when the height of the shot is 3 meters? When is this thing going to be at 3 meters above the ground? What you need to do here is you need to go ahead and graph this. Now, once we are looking at this graph, I know that my input is time and my y is going to be the height of this shot put ball above the ground. And what I want to know is at what time is it at 3 meters. So what I need to do is I need to actually go ahead and graph a line that represents 3 meters. And all you have to do is add a second graph and go ahead and add a line y equals 3. Remember, y is height. We want to know when the height equals 3. So y equals 3. And now what we can do is, and we've done this in previous sections and videos before, is find out where these two intersect, and that'll give us the input. Because if I go ahead and I want to go and find the intersection at 2, 3. So after 2 seconds, it's going to be at a height of 3. And then if I do that again for my other point over here to the right, it's going to be at 10, 3. So my answer here is that when 2 seconds and 10 seconds have elapsed, that ball is going to be at a height of 3 meters. Okay, so it's going to hit 3 meters on the first after 2 seconds for the first time, and then it's going to go up, and then it's going to come down and reach a height of 3 meters above the ground after 10 seconds for the second time. So I hope this helped you realize how we can use our knowledge of inputs and outputs to figure out how exactly we're supposed to solve for what the question is asking for. Do we put in an input and get out an output? Or are we given the output and then we want to find the input? And at least with the Ti-Nspire, we can use nsolve sometimes, but oftentimes it's easier for us to use what we know about our graphing technology. I hope that helped, and I'll see you all in the next video.